All right. Before I actually click any further, I'll provide y'all some context. So, in this game, I am on the Natsuko Masaki route. And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, go ahead and correct me. So, the way that the structure of this game works is that you have 3 weeks, and through those 3 weeks, you essentially you can get as much done as you can. But generally, they want you to follow a specific route with a specific one of these women. And in this case, I'm showing you with her. So with hers, so sometimes what they'll do with the routes is like here you have this first one, but in order to actually continue our route, you have to actually do part of someone else's. In this case, you also have to do a majority of Kurumi's routes. So not much in week one, but then yeah, a bunch of these in week two. And then if we scroll back down to hers, I believe it's right here will be gated off unless you have done the previous ones of Kurumi's route, including the one earlier in the day, I think. So just to kind of clarify that. So you are in order to go through this character's story, you also have to partially go through another character's story. And then eventually you unlock a proper date with this woman. And that is the day we are currently on. This scene taking place after said date, and she invites you into her apartment. Just give y'all a second to read the lines. So imagine how I felt when I first got to this scene. It's like, dude, she's already like IMO, the prettiest character in this game. And then you get to this, it's like, oh, these artists knew what they were doing, and they freaking killed it. Like everything about this frame, everything about this scene, from it surprising you obviously like that, like the weird angle, the way she's blinking, the background with the pink cloudy shit to signal it's a dreamlike kind of feeling, all that, everything about it. 10 out of 10, peak. I'm staring so bad right now. But yeah, no, to me, this scene is not complete as a picture. Like, the blinking and the music are what completes this for me. So I believe right now you can do this. So yeah, this is a game which is not pure visual novel in terms of being a dating sim. It's closer to an ADV. So you'll have these moments where you can have this magnifying glass and you can click on different parts of the screen to get different dialogue options depending on where you click. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So we're gonna click on those big brown eyes. Let's see. I don't remember if the eyebrow gives you a line. Yeah. And then the hair. One thing that I did notice that's kind of funny about this is it is technically kind of realistic if she's looking up at you. Like if she's looking down and she's above you, then shouldn't her hair be falling from her head? But whatever, suspension of disbelief, and it looks great. So like, it not being realistic is whatever. Nose. I don't think clicking on like. Well, okay. Yeah, usually clicking on someone's mouth to just talk to them, so that's not quite it. I don't think clicking on here does anything. Sure. Okay, yeah, same thing. Same thing. I don't see anything else. Can you still know? Okay.
お腹のどのあたりが痛かったの？おへそのあたり？もっと下っていうと、ここ？ここ？
Stupid shit.
もう君が下って言うから。ここ押しても痛くない？ほら、やっぱりまだ休んでいた方がいいわ。
No, you still just look. Okay.
少し額に汗をかいているわよ。ちょっと待ってて。拭いてあげるから。
Is this? Okay, I was thinking the freaking audio. My headphones aren't plugged all the way in for a second.
Kodomoが熱を出した時に看病する母親の気持ちってこんな感じなのかしら。
yeah, finally you can just obviously go for it.
そういう悪いことをする子はお仕置きをしないとダメね。拳でこめかみをグリグリグリ。目が覚めたでしょ。
So yeah, I'll use this chance to talk about like this game's character designs are amazing, and they do a really good job of having like color schemes here. Natsuko here, her color scheme obviously being her skin color, black, her brown eyes, and then her clothes are almost always different variations of a yellow top and a white, something white over her legs. Is pretty much always the case. Sometimes it's jeans, sometimes it's, yeah. With the only exception being the date before this, in the scene before this, where she's wearing a red swimsuit, which, look at her, also works, but like it is a different, it is a break from the color scheme. But yeah, like no, like it's so good, it's so good. If you are 20 plus and you look like this, hit me up. Wait, can you just... Yeah, no, not yet. Okay. Still just talking.
君の寝顔可愛かったわよ。じゃあ、なんて言えばいいの？ 寝顔がかっこいいなんてあまり言わないと思うけど。
So I don't even know which one. I'm gonna try this, but I will say that one criticism that I have for this game that I find really annoying, unless I'm just completely wrong, is I don't see any indication of when. If you were to click on this, sometimes it'll just basically you'll run into situations where you end up repeating the line, or it's unclear which of these like is the way to progress. And I would really like if there was some indication otherwise, because it's really annoying to get a repeated line because you go to talk again and then they just repeat the line again, and then you go to click on the thing and you look around and see what the, yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's really annoying. So like, yeah, I'm gonna try to click on this.
って言われるのは嫌い？私から見れば君はまだまだ子供。
Okay, so that was progress.
その3つが大きいのよ。
And like in that case, it's like okay, if the correct thing is just to continue talking, is like what is the logic behind
君もこれから21歳になるまでいろいろな経験をするわよ。たったの3年間だけど、きっと今までの10倍くらい。
So yeah, this is the point too where you could figure out the character you're playing as his age long before this, and also she said she's 21 before this, but for y'all watching this who've not played the game for the first time, yeah, she's 21, your character is 18. She is a college student, and so yeah, I'm giving details of stuff that's in the rap beforehand, but she is going to college to be a fashion designer, and when you meet her, she is working in a boutique, and you get to kind of like see a lot of the designs that clearly are something give you an idea, basically, and obviously her sense of fashion playing into the thing.
私は内緒。ほら、そういうところが可愛いのよね。子供ってすぐ自分の感情を顔に出すから。可愛い可愛い。私、可愛い男の子が好きよ。意地悪なことを聞かないで。
Look at her face, man. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this for the thumbnail. So the thumbnail is either gonna be this, or the bit in the beginning. I haven't decided which yet.
そうね。和也くんも可愛いわ。そんな言い方をされたら誰でもいいみたいじゃない。和也くんと君でも少し違うけど。
I probably could have just said on auto.
例えば、和也くんと一緒にプールへ行って帰りにお腹が痛くなったとしても、多分私の部屋には連れてこなかったかな。やだ、私何を言ってるのかしら。あ、変なことを考えてるでしょ。
So yeah, yep, you can go for another. No, you can just keep going. I am absolutely a kisser for the record. So we're getting a little risky here. I'll have to turn out the voice in a second. I'm just warning you now.
ママの言うことを聞かないとお尻ペンペンするからね。もうキスなんかしちゃダメ。わかったわね。
YouTube, don't shoot me.
かわいいわ。
Please don't shoot me, YouTube.
ただ唇を触れ合わすだけなんて子供同士がするキスみたいよね。バカにするなら可愛いなんて言わないで下手って言うわよ。
Don't know what you're doing, man. Yep, okay. This is the point where you start. Yeah, okay. We've had, okay, before that. Voice off. I ain't getting shot. I ain't getting shot. I ain't risking getting shot anymore. Yeah, just keep going, basically. In the Switch version, which obviously is censored and cuts out the most explicit scenes, you don't actually get a choice of like getting to click and to keep it going like that. It just goes automatically. It's even kind of not easy to tell what's even happening. Keep it going. Is it gonna repeat the dialogue? Okay, no. So yeah, this is, and then, yeah. You can guess where this goes. Technically, this does not instantly put you out of what I could show on YouTube, but I am going to call it here. You understand. And yes, this game is a full experience. In fact, you very much do so click your way through the whole process with this woman. It is a 18 plus game. So if that interests you, the Steam version is not an 18 plus game, but you can get that version, and then there's like a 18 plus patch you can download to restore the game to its fully uncensored version, right? Like I said before, the Switch and the PS4 version is censored. You still get the story. The writing in this game is pretty good. The writing of the stories are some interesting, like, kind of dating sim stories, and there is some challenge to getting to specific, plenty of challenge to getting to specific outcomes. I would say it's worth it. Like, the game has pretty good writing, great character designs, pretty good music. I will say that, like, I got stuck plenty of times playing through this game because I was not sure what to do, and like I said earlier, the having to click there being no indication of which, like, dialogues you've already exhausted or whatever is really annoying, and has resulted in me getting stuck multiple times. This is a game that is, like, actually genuinely pissed me off for me getting stuck. And I don't understand what the game wants from me or the game's logic. So be warned about that. But yeah. If this is interesting to you, go check it out. And if you want to see all the stuff without playing through the game yourself, there's places to find it. I'm sure you can figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Y'all have a good one.